So take a moment to observe how the body's feeling and see if you can make that observation with kindness. So all too often in a yoga class at the beginning, the teacher might say, you know, come back to your body. And then the inner critic automatically goes, oh, why am I tired? Why is that shoulder hurting? Why is that happening? So if that's the case, just watch the inner critic. Don't try and stop it, but just see if you can bring a sense of kindness to how you are physically and how you are mentally. Almost like you're taking a step back and you're watching with compassionate detachment. You're watching the mind, you're watching the body. And then observe if you've got any emotions. You may have, you may not. And if you have, just observe if you are feeling them anywhere in the body. And if you are observing them anywhere in the body, you might like to take your hand there just to soothe yourself. And just see if you can allow everything to be as it is. No judgment, just watching how you are in the present moment. And then if it's okay for you, sorry, I'm just letting someone in. If it's okay for you, come to your breath. Now, for some of you, it's not comfortable to follow the breath. That's fine too. If it's okay for you, just observe your breath for a few breaths. And then let your breath begin to slow down. So the expression I'm using at the moment, which I like, is to let the breath be slower than your thoughts. And then to help us with the breath, we're going to do some chanting, always optional, and we're still around the theme of the sacral chakra. So for this, you might like to look at the screen just as I demonstrated. So I'm going to take an in-breath, and I'm going to float the arms up as if they're floating through orange sticky liquid, and then I'm going to chant them back like this to my pelvis. Om Vam Vam Vam. In your own breathing rhythm, your own pitch. Inhale, imagine you're floating through treacle. Om Vam Vam Vam. 3 to 5 times in your own breathing rhythm, your own pitch. Make this your last one. Take a moment or two to observe the effect of the mantra. This is the seed mantra for Svadhisthana, the sacral chakra. Just observe the effect. And then we're going to take one hand to the heart, the other just below the belly button. And you're going to breathe into the lower hand. So you're thinking of breathing slow and low, through the nose if you can. And on the exhalation, just gently take the navel in towards the spine. So you've got a little bit of tone in the core. just to help the movement of the diaphragm. So as you breathe in, that lower hand gently comes out. As you breathe out, the hand comes in as you gently pull the belly muscles in to the spine. And if you don't want to do that movement, that's fine too. And then releasing the breath. I'm going to take the fingertips to the shoulders. And we're just gently going to roll the shoulders slowly, just to release any tension in the upper body. As the elbows come up and over, just draw those shoulder blades together. Just a few times and drop the hands to the knees. Bring your awareness to your heart and think of your heart lifting. The other week I gave this idea. Imagine you're wearing a beautiful diamond and you're showing your diamond off. Because when we've been ill, we tend to huddle over and protect our chest. We do this also from too much tech. So we just want to remind our posture to open. And then think about your head position. I'm doing this now because usually in this class I do standing postures, but we're probably not going to do standing today. So we'll just think about our posture from sitting. So think about space between the crown of the head and the tailbone. And you can think of the ribs lifting and opening, and also the spine. So it's not tension, but you've got this alertness in the upper body. And then nod the head up. And then tuck the chin in to lengthen the back of the neck. So the ears are over the shoulders. This again is just helping the posture. And we're thinking about space. We're always thinking about space. The space between the ears and the shoulders, space in the ribs, space in the vertebra, space between the crown of the head and the tailbone. And then when you're ready, please come down to a comfortable lying position. And if you want to remain sitting, that's also fine. You can lie, obviously, on the floor or on a bed or on a sofa. I suggest you start with your knees bent and something under your head to help the back of the neck to lengthen. Now, if your knees are bent, classically you're going to have the feet hip width apart, but if that's tiring, then you can bring the knees together. And then just take a moment or two to observe how this transition has affected you physically. So start by feeling the weight of your body. Just explore the heaviness of your body and the sensation against your support. And then feel on every exhalation, you are relaxing more and more into your support. So the exhale, only focus on the out breath. That's the energy of apana in yoga. And just feel this letting go, a release on every out breath. And then we're just going to do some moving just to warm the body up a bit, just to begin to get it mobile and more moving. So I'd like you to stretch out your legs if you're okay with that. And if you've got back issues and you would rather leave your knees bent, that's also fine. And turn the palms down beside the hips. So the arms are alongside the body, palms face down. And we're just going to start by moving and breathing and chanting. You can think of this like a moving meditation. So the chants and the body and the mind are all connected. One's not going in one direction and the other in the other direction. So all we're going to do is breathe in, take the arms up and behind you. The backs of the hands come towards the floor behind you, but if they don't go all the way, that's fine. And then we're going to chant the palms back. Om, Vam, Vam, Vam. Your own breathing rhythm, your own pitch. Breathing in to lift the arms up and behind you. Breathing out as you chant. Om, Vam, Vam, Vam. In your own rhythm, take an extra breath if you need to. 3 to 5 breaths like that, but don't tire yourself. Have a couple of resting breaths. Remembering that we have, in this class, we rest between any movement in order that we are getting into a pattern or a samskara of, when we're off the mat, pausing between activities. So we're not pushing through one thing to the next, which is so common with those of us who have chronic fatigue, especially if we have a good day and we want to try and catch up. But actually, of course, that's counterproductive. So just enjoy some restoration and rest. And then when you're ready, inhale, take the arms up behind you. And then if your legs are out straight, gently pull the toes in towards you and hold your stretch as you breathe. And you're going to feel the front of the body open. So you're making lots of nice spaciousness in the front of the body. If your arms don't come all the way behind you, you can open them like across beside you if that's more comfortable. You can put padding under your arms if that's more comfortable. But you're just aiming to stretch from the fingers to the feet and then point the toes away. Keep breathing as you stretch. And then relax your stretch. Take an in breath and then on the out breath, let the arms travel back down beside the body, palms beside the body, and take some resting breaths. And now we're going to explore opening up the right side of the body, and then we'll do the left. So when you're ready, breathe in and take the right arm up behind you. Remember, if you've got stiff or sore shoulders, you can open it out to the side and point the right toes away and keep the left side of the body relaxed and breathe as you just open out that right side of the body. Keep breathing. And now relax the stretch, breathe in, and then on an out breath, bring that right arm back. And just take a moment or two to observe how the right side feels compared to the left. Maybe there's no difference. And this is not asking you to make a judgment. It's just an observation. And then when you're ready, we'll do that to the left. So breathe in, take the left arm up behind you, point the left toes away, feel that left side of the body open. And again, if your arm's not going all the way behind you, take it out to the side. You've got the stiff shoulders. Breathe. Keep that right side of the body relaxed now. And then relax your stretch. Take an in-breath. As you breathe out, let that left arm travel back. And then when you're ready, gather one knee, then the other over the abdomen and just rock out the spine from side to side. And then just relaxing with the knees over the belly, become aware of the feet, and you're going to rotate the ankles. Now you can have the feet together to rotate them, or you can do them apart and together. So however works for you, but do it slowly because we do everything slowly in yoga. We don't want to rush. And you might have some clicks as you do it, but just be aware that you're helping your joints to release. And then take that movement in the other direction. And then still thinking about Swadhisthana chakra, the sacral chakra, take one hand to each knee. So you're drawing the knees in towards you. Or if you find that uncomfortable, you can hold below the knees or under the knees. And we're just going to circle the knees apart. And we're going to move with the breath if we can. But if that doesn't work for you, you just do the movement. And I'd like you to focus on the base of the spine and what's being massaged as you move. So you're going to breathe in and push the knees away from you. You're going to open the knees. And as you exhale, the knees come in towards you and together. So you're just mobilizing the whole of the pelvis. Just making a nice slow circle. And getting that massage at the base of the spine. And then when you're ready, we're going to take that in the other direction. And then just pause with the knees over the belly. We're going to breathe in and the knees float away from us as the elbows straighten. And then we're going to chant the knees into the belly. Om Vam Vam Vam. Breathing in, the knees move away. Om Vam Vam Vam. 3 to 5 times in your own breathing rhythm and your own pitch. And of course, if you don't want to chant, you don't have to. Just do what feels right for you. And then when you're ready, when you've done 3 or 5 or whatever repetition feels right for you, listening to your body, working kindly with your body, with the knees bent, drop the feet to the floor or your support, have the feet hip width apart, relax the arms. We're going to go into a twist in a minute, but we're just going to rest again, just to restore, letting the breath nourish the body. And then if you're okay with this, take your arms out like a cross just below shoulder level, palms up. Feet are about hip width apart, heels coming into the buttocks. And you're going to start just by rocking the knees from side to side. And then each time they go a little bit further down. Don't worry about the breath at the moment. Keep the head centered. And then next time the knees come over to the left, let them go all the way down. And if they don't go all the way down, that's fine. You might want to put a cushion or a block under them. And then just stay there, roll the head to look over the opposite shoulder. Keep the shoulders engaged on the mat and breathe. Feel on every exhalation, you're releasing further and further into the twist. And then when you're ready, inhale, center the knees, center the head. Take a couple of resting breaths there. And then on the next exhalation, take the knees down towards the right this time, and the head rolls to the left shoulder. So the opposite side. Again, if you need to place something under your knees or hips, do so. And keep those shoulders engaged on your support and rest into the twist. So on every exhalation, feel you are releasing. And with your awareness, just explore how your back is. Without judgments, without criticism. Feel on every exhalation you are relaxing and releasing more. Let the mind begin to find stillness. And then when you're ready, center the head and the knees. Draw the knees gently in towards the belly, one knee, then the other. And again, just rock out the spine from side to side.